today, right now I'm gonna go over why companies keep getting bigger. First, we have companies, right? Walmart. Let's talk about Walmart. Walmart has many employees. Like, I don't know, more than 200,000 employees. And Walmart gives employees money, paychecks. Walmart and others. Let's put that and others. And company, I mean anybody who hires. If you work for a company, that's your company, okay? And what do people do with the money? They give it back. They give that money back to the company. Always. Either if it's a rental, where you're renting, your expenses, all your expenses are going to your expenses. Your expenses are companies. Companies. Alright? Well, and then also, the stock market. Let's see, Walmart. WMT is the symbol for Walmart. Instead of doing this, you see stocks going like this. Recently, stocks are just going like, why? Because we got the Federal Reserve Bank. Federal Reserve Bank gives money to smaller banks like Bank of America. And they're not really small. I don't know why I put small. To banks. And what do banks do? Banks give money to companies. Walmart is just an example of millions of companies. And so the money goes back to the money that flows from the Federal Reserve, that goes to the banks, goes into companies, and companies, borrow money. So they borrow money. So all this borrowed money goes into making more companies. This is called expansion. They expand. They grow. And that's why the stock keeps going higher. Because people see that the business won't stop growing. On top of that, the money that keeps cycling in makes them profitable. On top of that, banks don't just, this money that they get from the Federal Reserve also goes into stocks. Investment bankings. They do trading. So this is a stock market. Basically, let me put it right here. It goes into the stock market. And the stock market just, pumps stocks up. They bid the price up because, sometimes the banks don't know what else to do with the money. Not enough businesses are borrowing. People borrow, but banks don't prefer to give money to a company than give money to a person, because people will probably go bankrupt more than companies. Companies know how to run money. They grow businesses. They put money into an asset. This is called an asset. And then an asset, again, either pays money back to the company. It just cycles back. It's a circle. And then they also hire more people. They don't care about hiring people, because people are just gonna spend their money on businesses again. Instead of people You know, a smart person, let's say here's a smart, out of the ordinary person. This is an employee, a Walmart employee. You know, instead of giving all their money back to the company, they give maybe, I don't know, maybe they give like let's do three-fourths of their money, and then 1/4 of their money goes into assets. And that could be the stock market, and that could be a side hustle. Education. It could be many things. And these things pay the person back. They pay the person back so much at some point that yeah, they still pay, but they don't really need the money from Walmart anymore. They can let go of that. You know, people, yeah, businesses give money, but people give their time. There's a clock. So their time, they get their time back. And that's it. That's why stocks keep going up. Because money just keeps flowing back into companies. Investment banks keep pumping the stock market through trading. And that's it. Another thing is like wondering when stocks may come down. Those are very short-term events. If you see in charts, they happen fast, but then they gradually come back up. These events are unpredictable. You don't really know. And if you're an investor, you shouldn't really worry about it. It's actually a great opportunity to put more money in and long run reap the benefits. In the short run, I mean, I guess if you're a trader, it matters. But these down events where stocks come down is usually because the supply of money is decreasing, either because interest rates are higher and then banks are less likely to lend out. That kind of like slows down the flow of money, and when there's a slow flow of money, then people buy less, and then everything kind of like slows down. And it's a temporary thing. It won't last too much, but it's something to consider. If you start seeing money flow slowing down in the economy, then you might want to sell some and then buy some more later when you see maybe a 30%, 20% decrease, or what's it called, size average, what's it called, you buy little chunks at a time until you see it stop, or you just keep buying at a discount, and then over time it just starts going up. And that's pretty much it for the video. Subscribe, like, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.